A pleasant day to everyone. I'm S. Kavya, Assistant Professor from Department of English. Today we are going to talk about two terms, that is Heteroglossia and Carnivalesque. These terms was introduced by a famous Russian philosopher Michael Bakhtin. Michael Bakhtin was not only a philosopher, he was also a literary critic and scholar who worked on literary theory, ethics, and the philosophy of language. Michael Bakhtin was not only famous on Heteroglossia and Carnivalus, he also introduced many terms and he paved the way for many terms that are semantics, communism, polyphony, dialogism, Heteroglossia, Carnivalus, and chronotopes. Now we are going to talk about heteroglossia. Heteroglossia was a famous term which was introduced in 1930s. It tells about the distinct varieties with single language. This term he introduced in his novel, The Discourse in the Novel, the multiplicity of different ways of speaking and the nature of the relationship within different languages. This is known as heteroglossia. We know that glossia means glossary, that is the words. So, we the people with the same language, we can speak distinct varieties, and that is known as heteroglossia. Any language can have multiple variety of social and religious dialects which makes that language even more popular and peculiar. An example for heteroglossia, for example, if a peasant can speak different distinct varieties of language by using the same language. For example, he speaks a different dialect with the church Slavonic to God, but comparatively he speaks the same language with distinct varieties with his family and sings a song with a different dialect. So the dialect changes within a language to language, and this is known as heteroglossia. Now we are going to talk about Carnivalesque. He coined the term in his famous book Rabelais and His World. In this book, he talks about carnivalers. It derives from the word carnival, meaning festival. In the medieval period in England, the first carnival celebrated by the Catholic people who decorated themselves wearing masks and enjoying the carnival. Carnival means to celebrate the life, to enjoy the life to the peak. Russian theorist Michael Bakhtin studied Renaissance Carnival and used the ideas he found to explain much what happens in the contemporary society and literature. He studied the Renaissance and got some ideas about the carnivals. According to him, he wants to insert carnival qualities to literature. Carnival imaginary draws on the mischievous and playful spirit of the carnival, which mocks authority, subverts powers, relation, and by emphasizing laughter and role to create a new standard. It indicates excitement, danger, and topsy. He says that literature should have all kind of varieties and should treat all the kind of people the same and to insert all qualities of emotion to a literature which makes it even more beautiful. He tells that there should be no discrimination and should treat everyone equal by merging the upper class and lower class, which makes the literature a wonderful and a beautiful one. It not only adds power to literature, but it also develops the standard of society. Michael Bakhtin tells the example about William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night Dream. In this work, Shakespeare will include all kinds of people, the lower class, upper class, and he also introduced the character Puck, which resembles the society by mocking the higher authority people by his playful character. Thus, carnivals should contain different kind of emotion and should celebrate the literature. Thus, he tells about the terms Etroglossy and Carnivalesque. It was a beautiful terms which was introduced by him. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity.